Welcome back to Daily DeFi. Today's June 21st of 2021. We'll be discussing Barnbridge, Swipe, and Gnosis, three altcoins that are doing pretty well on the 24-hour time frame while everything else is down. We did see this crazy run in a non-fungible token volume over here on Juicy NFTs, but I just want to show you this. I mean, pretty much everything is down and correlated. You just see this continued descending wedge with pretty much all these coins, but a couple of them are going a bit uncorrelated, and those are the ones that I'm interested in currently. I have made some nice profits while this market has been down, because if you understand how to trade, if you understand how to utilize the market, understanding just fundamentals like technical analysis, you can do nice little short positions. So I hope everyone has been enjoying the market currently. I know I have. And the Bitcoin price is being called by Plan B to 450K. 135K is worst case scenario. I personally have said I think we will see a six-figure Bitcoin in 2021. Now, I'm not saying we're going to end the year at a six-figure Bitcoin. I'm not saying it's going to be a $300,000 Bitcoin. I'm thinking 100K maybe in 2021. If we see continue falls here, it's a little bit more shaky. But we'll talk about this article as well as the euro. The European Bank is saying, hey, we got this potential stable coin. They want to move towards the CBDC. I talked about this long before they even announced it. You saw the digital yuan, and I think this trend is only increasing. So we'll talk about all these things and more, but we always kick things off with DeFi Pulse and Juicy NFTs. As always, give this video a like if you enjoy Daily DeFi. If you enjoy this daily series, subscribe to the channel and stay up to date. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. So $53 billion, 0.38. That's total value locked in. We've seen this kind of continue to decline. Aave dominance has risen a bit to 15.26%. And DeFi Pulse Index, I've talked about, if we fall to that like 240 level, like we were back here, I probably will be picking up some DPI, because again, you kind of get this hedge on the market. You kind of get this index of all the top DeFi tokens. So that's quite interesting. You can see these are all the tokens included in it. So you have Aave. Pretty much all these are in the lending category with 10 billion locked in. That fell from just last week. $4 billion has left that. I think of the whole Iron Finance with their Titan token and all this kind of craziness. Definitely sparks some ill will in that ecosystem. Now, I'm not saying it's bad for the overall Polygon, because Aave runs on Polygon, the layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum, but it's definitely not good to see these things happening, right? So anyways, non-fungible token market right around $7.5 million. That spike is pretty crazy. Juicy NFTs is kind of falling behind the ball. I might have to find a new NFT marketplace, because we used to be able to see all these different tokens. Maybe just today they're having problems, but I'm assuming CryptoPunks saw that massive pop. Yeah. So next, this article from Decrypt. ECB board member CBDC Euro would respect privacy, unlike private unstable coins. Now, I do not agree with this. Just to be completely honest, any government that's doing this, they're essentially what they're going to do is they're going to use behavioral economics to, so let's say instead of these stimulus checks where they're sending you the money in the mail, which is what they're doing in the US, instead of doing that, they're going to say, hey, we're going to send you the same amount of money, but there's a timestamp on it. So you have to spend this at a local store within 30 days. Or let's say like you have terrible credit. They're going to say, hey, you have different parameters. Or maybe you're someone who only saves. Or maybe you're someone who only spends, right? They're going to give kind of different parameters. They're not going to say, hey, we're going to be equitable and give everyone the same situation. No. It's going to be completely different. And no other time in history are you able to do behavioral economics, really. Because think about it, like even if they give you a debit card and they say, hey, you have to spend this here or here, you can just go to an ATM, withdraw cash, and spend that cash wherever you want. Or even take the cash, deposit it into another account. But this is just not good in my opinion. I do think a digital euro will happen, but a digital euro would protect consumers' privacy, because the European Central Bank has no commercial interest in personal data, says ECB executive Fabio Panetta. That's what everyone says at the beginning. So Facebook-backed DM is an unstable coin. Yeah, that is true. I mean, same with Iron Finance, right? Like they said, okay, Titan token is like that's their growth token, but Iron is like that's pegged to, and you saw the massive collapse there. So European Central Bank Executive Board member Fabio believes the digital euro could preserve privacy better than a stablecoin issued by a large tech company. If the central banks have screwed up time and time again throughout history, so I don't know why they think just because they can use blockchain technology. I mean, I would much rather hold DAI, the stablecoin, or even USDC, like US dollar circle, versus some like European Central Bank, because I do not trust them at all. Just look throughout history. The whole point of blockchain, the whole point of these things is that we can verify. Right here, they're saying, oh, trust us. Trust us. We have no interest. Of course they have interest. They have political interest. They have economic interest. There's all these different things there. And yeah, and you think the European Central Bank wants Bitcoin to be legal tender? You think they like the El Salvador doing these things? No, it's not the case. Let's see. Yeah, so I mean, they're going against Facebook. I can see that. I'm not a big fan of Facebook. The idea that Facebook should be a digital currency. I mean, Facebook basically just sells users' data. Yeah, so they say unlike cryptocurrencies, CBDCs generally are not decentralized. That's a massive problem, right? Is they're not decentralized. They have a single point of failure. So it's basically using the blockchain, but kind of going against everything that it stands for, going against this interoperability, going against verifiability. They would have their own chain, so it'd be like the Euro chain, just like you have the Ethereum chain or the Bitcoin chain. Yeah, so anyways, interesting stuff. I'm curious to know what you guys think about that. Let me know in the comments down below. Moving on to this article from Plan B, calling for $450,000 2021. Now, hey, don't get me wrong. I would love for that to happen. I'm a long-term holder of Bitcoin. You know, I was dollar cost averaging in below 10K for a very, very long time, so I'm still happy with my current position. But I mean, 450K would be absolutely crazy, right? I think the main thing for me is if that happens, the money that you will make in altcoins is going to be crazy. And I'm not saying that's going to happen, but if Plan B says, hey, 135K is worst case scenario, I think really he should expand that out to like maybe Q2 of 2022 versus just saying, oh, all in 2021, because hey, we're already halfway through 2021. If that really happens, that would be insane, right? Just absolutely crazy. If we actually hit $450,000, that will shake the whole world. And I think one of the things is it's like, what are the repercussions, right? So what are the second order consequences of us hitting 450K? I think it'll be crazy. It'll be absolutely insane. Now, maybe if something else happens in the world, more stimulus checks are issued, and let's say like, I don't know, a bunch of money flows out of the stock market and out of commodities and gets put into Bitcoin, maybe, or you know, Apple puts it on the balance sheet, Facebook, Google put it on their balance sheet. If any of those things happen, I could see more of these catalysts kind of shifting it up. But right now, we're kind of at this make or break point in the Bitcoin chart. So let's see. Yeah, he's basically the creator of the stock to flow model. For me, it's like so many people look at this. At a certain point, it's just sentiment, right? And I do like his stock to flow model, but yeah, Robert Kiyosaki of Rich Dad Poor Dad is weights for $24,000. I mean, if we fall down there, I would definitely be scooping up some more because I do think we will be seeing higher highs in this market. Now, there will be many times where people think that the market's over, right? I think that if you look at past market cycles, not just in crypto, but in whatever asset class it is, some people call for these things to be over way, way early. And then also people call for them to be late way, way, people call for it to, oh, it's going to continue on way, way late, and then it crashes. The way I like to do it is just have a balanced approach, have a tiered approach. So I'm averaging in when the market's down, especially in altcoins right now. I'm not averaging in that much on Bitcoin, to be quite honest, but because I think we could see a bit further of a drop. But when the market goes high, then I average out, right? So I'm pulling profits along the way. I'm averaging in at the bottom. This is kind of how I like to do it. I also like to pull profits, then diversify out of crypto, put it into commodities, put it into gold mining stocks, put it into emerging market equities, which is what I love to do. Here in beautiful Batumi, Georgia, there's a lot of different opportunities for investing. So anyways, that's all for that article. Again, curious what you guys think about it. As I talked about in the beginning of the video, pretty much everything is down except a couple of coins, so we'll talk about all of those. And you can see the majorities of these have the same chart, right? Like this is a chart that that's the chart that we're seeing in the majority of these coins, and you can see all of these are correlated, right? So whereas USDN stablecoin, right? This token, Gnosis, that's what we're going to talk about right now. So GNO rank 126 on about 12,000, right around 13,000 watch list. $176, up about 8% on the daily market cap of around $250 million, right around 266 million. Our highs back here in 2018, 2017, $400. Now we're sitting at, in this bear market, we were really, really low, right? So think about that. I mean, if we return to $400 and you were averaging in down here, it's a nice little opportunity. We did peak up there to right around like 300, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, right close to 300. And now we've kind of retraced back down to 176. Interesting project. Moving into Swipe, SXP, rank 145, 126,000 watch list, $2, barely up on the daily, but hey, anything that was green actually was just up 1% just a second ago. We can look here on the daily chart and look at what was happening. Yeah, when I open up all these tabs for Daily DeFi, I'm looking at what they are at that current time, but the market is so volatile that you can see like we went from $2 $2.20 to $2 just even, right? So pretty crazy. Swipe SXP, I like this project, right around $200 million in market cap. Volume is up 46% on the daily. The volume is even higher than the actual market cap itself, so that's always interesting to see. Yeah, interesting projects overall. I'm curious what it's doing on the 1 month time frame. Yeah, just completely sideways, just sideways. Yearly time frame, we peaked up to those levels of $5.47, and now we've retraced about half. Yeah. So Barn Bridge, this is a project that I've considered doing a deep dive on. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see that. Ranked 254 on about 9,000 watch list, $38, but up about 1.25% on the daily. This you saw this massive peak up here, right, in like 20 October of $182. Now it's retraced all the way back down. To be quite honest, I can't remember exactly. Yeah. Oh, it's for tokenizing risks. Yeah. So that's like Barn Bridge. Yeah, I have heard of this, and I've looked into it a little bit. I don't personally hold any, but I'd be curious to know what you guys think about this project. If you personally hold Barn Bridge, and their ticker symbol BOND, their circulating supply is verified. That's always good to see. Volume is relatively low, about $3.5 million, up about 426% on the daily. Market cap 115 million. So that's all for this daily DeFi. As I said in the beginning, if you enjoyed it, always hit the like button on these videos because that lets me know that I should keep doing these right as a daily series. Versus, hey, if you have constructive criticism, I'm always looking to iterate and improve. So let me know that as well down in the comments. You can join our Telegram group, link down below. Follow us on Twitter, link down below at investglobal_IO. Besides that, I mean, just have a great day. Have a beautiful Monday. I'm enjoying life here in beautiful Batumi. So just to recap, like, subscribe button all, invest global, and until next time.